for joining us this evening. I have the lovely Debbie and Faye from Twilight Crop and Craft and Jenny Wren Cut Files with us this evening for our tea and cake and a chat now. And you will know these ladies for several reasons, but firstly because there's been a couple of times I've been delighted to do a couple of classes in the Twilight Crop and Craft group, but also look at these little cut files. This is Jenny Wren Cut Files, which is you ladies. So welcome and good evening. Thank you for joining me.
Hi, Cal.
Thank you.
You well? Have you had a good day?
Yeah, good day. Busy day.
Yeah.
Busy day.
Any crafting yet?
No. I've just put my little one to bed and spotted a couple of red spots, so we're hoping it's not chicken pox. So he's gone to bed, nice and quiet, so I get a bit of crafting time, hopefully.
Not ideal. So, ladies, I've got a load of questions to ask you this evening, and the most burning one for me is I want to know, because Twilight's been going a long time, hasn't it? It's about 12 years or so, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you meet?
13 years.
Wow.
13. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we the crop started 13 years ago, but we launched the website almost a year ago, isn't it, Deb? We're up almost our first birthday for the website, but yeah, the crop has been running for 13 years. It started on an evening, which is why it's called Twilight.
Right.
So it started on a
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yeah. And we didn't want to be in competition with somebody else who did a Saturday one, but then she closed and we started running on a Saturday as well. So then we dropped the Wednesdays, didn't we? Because it was too
late
much.
Nights. late night travel. So yeah, we dropped the Wednesdays and now we've been running on a Saturday once a month.
And so you meet face to face?
Yes.
Proper crop. So
crop.
If people are local to you, which tell us where local is and tell us how they can join.
Well, we're in Ulverston School, which is near Thornbury. So if people know the area, it's near Bristol. It's just off the M5. Really easy to get to, and we've got fabulous parking, haven't we? Really nice, big, airy room. It's
big
lovely.
Big kitchen, nice big light and airy hall, and we run from 10 till 4 once a month on a Saturday. We've got dates booked right through till 2023 because we're a bit super organised. We like to plan. We like to plan ahead, so we've got all the dates booked well in advance. Yep. So and then August we've got a 12-hour crop. We decided lots of people aren't going away and we still wanted to meet in August, so we've got a 12-hour crop on the 6th of August, Deb, I think.
Yeah. And COVID was the very first time we ever cancelled. We'd never cancelled before, have we? Ever. Yeah. So that was the first time.
We were missing it.
Absolutely. And started going kind of online, didn't we?
We did, and I had to persuade Debbie that doing a live was a good idea. Because I said, Debbie, we were just missing crafting so much. So we started with doing like a Facebook room. So in our Twilight group, we did a Facebook room and we did a bit of virtual crafting. And then this ran into like a weekly live craft along. So we do an hour on a Thursday, just a live, do a layout, just join in and chat.
So, Faye, tell me, I'll start with you. How did you start crafting? What sort of, has it always been scrapbooking for you, or is it, did you start with something else?
Yeah, so Debbie, I think, has been scrapbooking longer than I have because I rocked up at a local crop in Bristol. How long ago, Debbie? 15 years? Longer than that. Many moons ago, and I sat next to Debbie at a crop and I had no idea what I was doing. I had no kit, but I'd read up about scrapbooking online, wanted to have a go, and sat next to Debbie, and it's always been scrapbooking, paper crafts, stamping, that kind of stuff, mixed media. I'm not very arty, but I like to have a go, and that's how I met Debbie.
So what's your favourite technique?
Oh, so I would probably say doing kind of mixed media effects on scrapbook layout. So I've done a bit of art journaling, but I always want to use photos, and I want to make memories and document that of my family. So I like making a mess, basically, Cal. Inky fingers. Yeah, inky fingers and glitter. I like a bit of sparkle, so there's often a bit of stickles or something. And Debbie says, I'm more is more, and I say, Debbie, is that enough? Oh, I think that's enough now. You should stop now, Faye.
And do you?
No, I normally keep adding.
Quite right.
A bit more. Yeah.
So, Debbie, you're the queen of cut files. Tell us about Jenny Wren.
Well, I had a scanning cut machine I bought from somebody secondhand, and I used to see these cut files, and I used to think, could I make them? And I found a lot of them were very kind of American, a lot of American type titles, and I thought they're really nice, but I want something that's English and slightly different. And I started having a go, and then somebody I know said, you should really sell those, they're really good. And then I thought, oh, could I? And yeah, and we could. So
that's where it started. Yeah.
And you designed them all yourself?
Yeah. And Faye started
doing some as well.
I've started learning, Cal, so I've designed a few, but with Debbie's expert tuition, and it takes hours, so she's got a lot of patience.
It does take a long time. I've learnt so much, and I'm quicker now, but oh my goodness, sometimes you just have to learn to walk away and switch the computer off and just calm down, because sometimes it's really frustrating.
So where can people find your cut files? Where tell us about your online store. Tell us about where to go for the cut files. You know, do they come ready cut? Can people just download and cut themselves? How does it work?
Well, you can do both. We've got twilightcrafts.co.uk, which is our website, and we've got everything separated into categories, which Faye has done brilliantly. So you can download the cut file, or you can pay, and we will cut them for you and post them to you. So
and very well too. I know this from my own experience.
Yes. So you've got both options really, and I know people have said that they find it's too expensive to buy a machine and too difficult, and they like the option of being able to have a couple of cut files, because I think it does really make a page. You know, if you get the right one. So that's how it started.
So where do you get all your inspiration from? Do you do like one-off commissions, or, you know, is it very much about something that'll appeal to everybody?
I try to do things that will appeal to people, but then I also cut my own personal ones, as I've started trying some circle text, which is working quite well. And I've done one just purely on nicknames for my grandson, which is obviously nobody else would want to buy. But it's, I think you have to keep a little bit of fun and something personal in it. But I thought I'd run out of ideas by now, but we're up to 750, I think.
Wow.
And I've got a big book full of ideas
to
make.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So let's have a look then. Show us some of your favourite pages.
Well, Faye's got some pages. I've got one that I'm going to show you that I've just done today. This isn't on the website yet. This is Where Did You Get That Hat? Because a certain little person has got the most hilarious sun hat. So I'm going to be backing that one today. Faye's got some layouts, haven't you, to show? You've got some
I can share them.
Oh, we've got this one that we did as a kit.
Wow.
Yeah, that's lovely. The half circle one.
This is one that Faye did.
Oh yeah, I got that one, Deb.
Faye, this is the one that Faye designed.
So we often, during a live, during the Thursday, so we go live Thursday night at 8, and we pick a cut file, and then we sort of on both on screen, and we have a go at making a layout. So that was one, again, a quote that I think somebody had requested, or we got an idea: live in the sunshine, swim in the sea. See how I got a bit of glitter on that? Definitely,
gotta be done.
Definitely more is more.
because you can use them as stencils as well. You don't have to just use the cut file. I've used this one as a stencil, and then you can use it again for something else because you've got it coloured with the ink. So, yeah. Oh, we did that one together, didn't we? I love that one.
That was another one. That's the heart. So it's the heart cut file in the background. That's the lovely 49 and Market paper.
That is just gorgeous.
Bit of a fan of the 49 and Market. That's a bit of
our next book's going to be Spectrum Sherbet. I really need to get on with it, but I've got everything now. So, yeah, but it is
lovely.
Gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
That's the... what's that one? Colour Wheels.
Colour Wheels.
That's a bit of Shine Bright Like a Diamond, bit more glitz. That's a bit more glitz. And then that's the one I've just recently designed because this needed patience. Debbie gave me some tutorial advice. These boots are made for walking. That's Debbie and I. So she came scrapbooking at my house, and at lunchtime I said, "Oh, Debbie, let's go for a local walk, shall we? I'll take you over the field." Oh, she said that would be lovely. And that was her boots. And she slipped. We nearly fell over about 5 times. So I had to design a cut file for that.
It's going to make me giggle now. It was such a funny day.
Let me just ask you a question. I know in a minute you wonderful ladies are going to show us how to back cut files, because it's all been guesswork on my part, and I'm sure there's a far easier way to do it than I do. But that bit that says boots, that looks to me like that is raised up out of the page. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. So
okay, so how the heck do you do this stuff? Because I've seen so many scrapbooking layouts with cut files with these raised up words, and I just think they are stunning, and I wouldn't even know where to start.
Yeah, so this has just been backed in the normal way, backing the cut file, which we can have a go at. These, you keep the inner pieces. So if you cut at home, then you get all the inner letters, and then I've just used some Distress Oxides and foam pads.
Oh, clever.
And same with this one. So this one was cut in black and cut in white, so you get an offset shadow.
Right.
And then the inner pieces I cut from silver. So if you've got a digital cutting machine, it's got a bit of sparkle. So if you have your own cutting machine, that's why we love it, because you can then cut in different cards, you can layer up. So yeah, that's how we do it.
Absolutely. I mean, Dee's just said that one of the wonderful things about having cut files that you can download is that, you know, she's in the US, we've got Jen in Canada, and it's just such an easy, you know, option to be able to get these amazing things all the way around the world. So wow,
and it's exciting
that
for
is
us.
rather stunning, Faye, I have to say. That's not Spectrum Sherbet though, is it?
That one's the Artivesta.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But it's lovely gorgeous for us, Cal, because when we see on our websites, we've only been running a year, but when we see like downloads from Australia, from all over the world, and it's like, Debbie said, Jenny Wren cut files are winging its way across the world. So it is lovely for us to know that they're in all formats. So they come in SVG, JPEG, and PNG. So they are for any cutting machine. So it's lovely for us.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you said that you do your joint live on a Thursday evening, and I'm presuming that's in the Twilight Crop and Craft group.
Yes.
Okay. And well, when you I'll get Mark if Mark's back, because he was having a tech problem a moment ago. He could put the link up maybe for that. But in that, I presume you use lots of cut files and do lots of bits and pieces, and people can just join that by joining your group.
Yeah, and they're also available to view after on YouTube as well.
Oh, fantastic!
So they go onto YouTube after. We try a new technique, don't we, every week? And we try to cut homework. Yeah, sometimes we do the same, and sometimes we do different. But yeah, it's all about experimenting. Faye always finishes hers, and I never do.
Oh right. Oh, she's one of those.
Yes.
I'm a finisher, so we always plan at the weekend, and I get twitchy if something isn't finished. Whereas, Debbie's more creative. I think she's got like 5 different backgrounds, and she's got lots of ideas, and I'm a bit more boxed in.
I'm just not as organised.
It's a perfect partnership because we complement each other.
Exactly. So you like, you two fascinate me. Are you like best friends in real life?
Yeah, we have become over the years.
I think so.
And that's what's so lovely. When I sat next to Debbie at the crop all those years ago, I found out that Debbie used to work at the same school as my mum.
Wow.
And we went way back but didn't even know it. So yeah, we have, it's lovely. And we do have some giggles at the crops. We
do. Yeah.
It's brilliant. We've got some stories to tell.
Feel free to tell them. Right, Mark's just put up the link to the Twilight group, which is great. But come on, ladies, I've just shown people in the sub box class very badly how to try and back a cut file, but I think it's best that I hand over to the experts now. So tell us all about how to do it. Tell us your tips and tricks, and I'm really looking forward to this because I know that I'm going to learn loads too.
Personally, when I do it, if I want to back the Y, I turn the paper over and trace. You can trace inside or outside of the letter, but if you draw it in pencil, you'll get an outline. And if you draw inside, you just cut a bit bigger, and if you draw outside, you just cut a bit smaller.
I'm really glad you said that, because that's how I was doing it, and I don't feel quite so useless now.
Yes, so I would, because I want the green side on, I'm using this lovely, this is what you'd love, Cal, the 49
I was going to say, that's is that one of these?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I don't want to spoil that background, but I want to, for this cut file, I want to use that side. So if I'm backing in green here, then as Debbie said, you can use the reverse of the paper, because you obviously want to get the right, and Debbie always helps me with this because I do it the wrong way round. But you want it, if I trace the inside here, then I'd cut on the outside line. So if I start here and I draw the inside there, then when I cut on the outside line, and then it's ready to back. But I've done this on a live before and then gone, oh, Debbie, I've got it back to front. So it should.
If you're gonna back, like, just say the dirt bit,
yeah.
If you're gonna back the whole word using the same paper, do you find it easier to do it all in one go or each letter separately?
All in one go.
Yeah, Debbie goes straight the way through. The only bit that you do have a little bit of tricky with is those little middle pieces on a cut file like that, but you can do it all in one.
So I've done my Y. That's ready to go.
Blimey, that was quick.
I often also think when I first started backing cut files, the type of glue you use makes a difference, because you want a really fine nozzle.
Yeah.
And one that doesn't block, because I found every time I came to use my glue, it was blocked.
Yeah.
And that's just
this is a game changer, isn't it? This is what we use now.
That's my go-to now.
Nuvo,
because I think
okay.
I think
cool.
you don't it's not necessarily the cheapest glue, but it's very fine.
Yeah, some things I don't think you can skimp on, and I am a firm believer in glue because it is so integral to what we all do. It's not something that I tend to skimp on, I have to say. I think it's one of the cases where, you absolutely, if you've got a few extra pennies, then get the better glue for sure. It needs to last. That's the whole point, isn't it? We're recording, whether we're scrapbooking or making books, we're recording for posterity, and it needs to hold together.
Yeah, and we learned the hard way with years ago when we made mini books, and we used this type of double-sided tape, and then a few years later the whole thing just fell apart.
Yeah, I've got some books just like that.
Heartbreaking.
We use ATG now, mainly for scrapbooking.
Yeah,
which is absolutely fabulous. It looks like a huge gun. It's not. It looks massive, but it's absolutely brilliant, and the tape is so, comparatively cheap. and it's really strong and it just lasts for. It's brilliant.
But as you said, belt and braces is the glue, the wet glue and the double-sided seems to be a.
Use the wet glue for cut files, and the rest tends to be kind of ATG.
There's definitely this is the quickest way to do it. But I do, as you said, Cal, I like keeping all the bits. If you cut at home, I actually like the dimension of keeping all the bits and then raising up on foam pads and just adding your own inks. So if you get a white cut file but you transform it with all the inks, it works really well.
And we've done sort of a bit of colouring of the cut files as well, and some of our DT have shown that, and that's really effective as well, colouring your cut files. You can ink them, paint them. People have done all sorts with them.
I love them. I mean, one of the things that I find with my books is the thing that tends to be missing for me is titles. And I love an acrylic title, don't get me wrong. But I think with cut files, for me, one of the real bonuses is if I'm cutting, I can change the size to fit my project. And
Absolutely.
that is quite a massive thing, really.
Yeah, to be able to resize, definitely.
Absolutely.
We do a lot of that, don't we?
While you two are quite busily getting on with that, I'm just going to throw a few more questions at you. And I want to know, what is the most unusual cut file that you've made, or what were the most unusual circumstances? I mean, have you done sort of like say a commission that's just made you laugh, or?
I have to say the one that we've sent you, Cal.
Oh, well, Cal, now you mention right on cue.
Right on cue. I think it's time to open.
What is
Now you've started us giggling already.
Look at this. Look, on the back, I don't know if this is going to mirror it. It said, please do not open until the 6th of June. This arrived on Saturday morning, and you have got no idea how hard it has been not to open it. It's like Christmas. Okay. Now I'm nervous, but I'll open this.
Now.
Okay, you're not going to get me to back something, are you? Because there'll probably be far too much glue everywhere. In fact, you'd have laughed yesterday. We were chatting to this lovely counsellor lady who runs all sorts of different groups at her local library, and she was talking about kids crafting. And she says, oh, you should come along. And both myself and my friend Julie said really quickly, both at the same time, oh, no, doesn't work with kids. They use too much glue. But I'm like that when I'm with cut files. Oh, this is so exciting. Hi, Cal. I'm hoping this arrives on the 6th in the morning. If that's the case, this is not to be opened until you're live with us. Oh, so I could have opened it.
Well, that was it just in case. That was a belt and braces
you
note.
Don't trust me, do you? And quite rightly so.
No, it's in case you didn't see the note on the back.
Belt and braces.
Oh. Okay. Oh. 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 Oh, I've got all goose pimply. Oh, I'm going to get all emotional. Oh, my goodness. I know it's but look. Oh my goodness. Oh. I got all funny. I am funny. I'll just grab a piece of black card so that people can see. I am. Oh, this is going to go on my wall. Look at that!
Yay!
How amazing! Oh, do you know, I've gotten really emotional. Oh, thank you.
It's your own cut file, Cal.
Oh, the other one.
This is the bizarre one.
You're right. You're going to have these in the shop because I can think there's want these.
Yes, we said we'd upload them once you'd opened it.
Oh my goodness, this is just amazing.
We couldn't resist.
That is hilarious. But I seem to recall, and I don't know where it is, I'll put it somewhere safe because I haven't done anything with it yet. But after the first time that I taught in your group, you sent me the big boner
Yes.
one frame. Yeah. Oh, how cool is that? Oh, that is, ladies, thank you.
So
That is amazing.
That's the commission.
That's the strangest one I think I've seen.
That is brilliant. Get them in your shop. Everybody's going to want one of those. Oh, thank you.
You're very
I should have
welcome.
a think. And Lorraine will want the gussets, flaps, and boners one. I don't even know how that happened, really.
It's brilliant.
You know, I'm a nice girl. And then there was Mark. Yes, dear. So sorry, how are you getting on there? I was so involved in that I haven't
I've only done
taken
2
notice of what you guys are doing.
I'm nearly done.
I'm on the H.
I've got 2 more letters to go. I'm definitely tracing around the inside of the letter and then cutting on the outside seems to be a good quick way.
There you go. You've already got somebody saying, is it in the shop yet?
Oh, we'll get it
Oh,
uploaded. That's brilliant. We didn't want to spoil your surprise, Cal.
Oh, thank you. I just, yeah, amazing. I've got lots on this week, but I think my priority is going to be doing something with those. I'm hoping to come and join you in
Oh, yes.
in August,
Oh,
actually.
we'd love to see you, Cal.
Oh,
Well,
so
Bristol's
nice.
an old stomping ground of mine, so it'll be nice to come back. Are you near? Oh gosh, what's that beautiful? Where all the little fairy tale cottages are.
Blaze Hamlet.
Yeah, Blaze Hamlet. Yeah, I took Rachel there. Well, and you, didn't I? Yeah.
Oh,
It's lovely
lovely.
round there.
Yeah, we're a little bit.
It's still there.
We've been for nice walks there to Blaze. It's beautiful. The crop's a little bit further away, so we're based in a little village outside of Thornbury called Ulverston. But it's just off the motorway, and you can see the Severn Bridge from the school. So it's we've had people come from all over because it's quite easy to get to, which is good.
So presumably that'll be quite easy to get to from South Wales as well, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we have people come across the bridge, quite easily.
Oh, I'm just thinking a couple of people who might like to join you. I will mention that to them. I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, that's great. It's easy to get to. We did once a few years ago. We did a 24-hour crop for charity, but we raised £2,000 for Macmillan. But we all felt a bit sick at the end of it, crafting for 24 hours with no sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I could stay awake for 24 hours. I have trouble staying awake for 24 minutes.
Yes.
And what time did you go to bed last night?
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. What time did I go to bed last night? It wasn't late, was it?
Fairly.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Back that far. I've slept since then. Oh, that's gorgeous.
So there you are. I'll probably do something a bit inky with the boot and raise up the pieces like I did on, because it's the same boot as this one. So on this one I did distress inks, and I raised that one up there.
Wow.
So I might do something similar on there, but that's it.
Well, you make that look really easy.
And it's just there we go.
Wow. Well, thanks for that. Now everybody can finish their sub boxes, so that's got to be good. So we've got the 1-year anniversary for the online shop. We've got the 12-hour crop in August, and then the monthly just not me tea. Oh, it's got cat hair in it. The monthly crop in Ulverston. What else? Come on, there must be plans.
Yeah, so in the Twilight Crop and Craft Facebook group, Debbie's laughing. There's always a plan. We've
I
we've always
didn't
got
doubt it.
we've always got a plan. So in the summer we normally have a week-long cyber crop. So that all started in lockdown, and we've had several cyber crops. And Cal, you've done a class for us in the group before, so we have lots of guests. We have guest designers joining us, lots of prize giveaways. So we've got one of those in the summer, and then in December we always have our face-to-face Christmas crop, which is music, American supper, buffet, eating lots of cake.
So Mark's just said cake.
Cake, yes, Mark, and then occasionally a bit of crafting in between the chatting and eating cake.
I was not interested in that bit, just the cake.
Cake. He'll put the Battenberg up again in a minute.
Well, yeah, I still haven't had mine. I'm missing out here. So, just thinking ahead then, crafty bucket list. What haven't you done that you'd like to?
So in 7 years' time, I'm going to be 50, and I've told Debbie that I want to go on a scrapbooking cruise, so she's got to save up.
And you've got to convince them to go on a.
We've got 7 years to save up because I'd love to do it. Debbie hates ships, cruise ships.
Oh,
well,
that's a bit of a problem.
So I've got 7 years to persuade her to do it.
I've never been on a cruise ship.
But,
yeah, that's on my bucket. That is on my crafting bucket list.
Yeah. Well, Mark and I keep saying that we're going to organise one. Actually, there is method to the madness. We want to do one around Norway, but that's because we've actually never managed a honeymoon yet, and that was going to be our honeymoon. But we might as well just kill two birds with one stone.
Perfect.
So I think crafting and eating.
That, Cal. Yes.
Yeah.
We'll come to that.
Years, results.
We're in. Oh, that'd be great. So, yeah.
I'm just looking to see Kari, who is in America, has just said she must come for an in-person crop too, right? She must. And they don't have cake at their crops in the US. Oh my goodness. That is pretty serious. Hey, Kari, look, you're going to love this.
Yes,
look what I've got. Kari's going to love this. Look.
Yay.
But there's more. Look at this one. Oh.
Oh. We'll have to do a scrapbook page with that, Cal, in one of our lives. We'll do a page.
Definitely. Oh, yes. Oh, that's all right. Now it looks like we're going to have to do this cruise for sure because, Trish, that's the plan. Northern Lights, and Pat says she wants to come. I'll pick you up on the way.
Perfect. Book us in.
Yeah,
I'll persuade my friend Debbie over there that it's a good idea.
We can discuss it in August.
Yes, yeah, make a plan.
Uh-huh.
It's seasickness, though. I've been on a ferry.
Don't
have stabilisers.
Yeah,
no
seasickness there on a cruise.
Do they have like fins at each side so you don't fall over?
It's not like being on a.
No, it's a giant floating village. It's heavenly.
Sounds great.
We'll persuade you, Debbie.
Well, we've got the wonderful Vicky, whose name I can never pronounce properly. She's doing one in a couple of weeks, isn't she? Out of Southampton.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah.
So before we go, I would love to know if anybody's got any questions or anything that they think that I've missed that they're burning to ask. Yes, Kari, that was the plan. That Norwegian line beginning with an H that I also can't pronounce. Oh, wow. So what are you going to do with the O? Are you going to put a photo in it?
Yes. Going to have a photo in the middle.
I'm getting the hang of this, aren't I?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and it's going to go on this background. So I've gone with greens and blues, greens and yellows, because this is my background.
So, before we came on, I hope I'm not speaking out of turn here, but that is a background that you've made. Did you say it was an upcoming live that you're doing, or can you talk about it now? Or
It's actually a really quick YouTube video tutorial. It's basically just scraping acrylic paint.
okay,
She says that, Cal. It's just, she says that. It's just, but Debbie's done it on our YouTube channel. So our YouTube is Twilight Crafts and Jenny Wren Cut Files. And Debbie's just done a little walkthrough of how she does it because she's very clever.
But they're all, the thing is, you have to embrace that they're all going to be completely different.
Yeah.
You'll never recreate the same one. You just have to go with the flow and enjoy what you get at the end of it.
Okay. Well, what we'll do when we're done is I'll get all your links off you, and we'll pop those in the main group. Great question from Stephanie. What's your favourite crafty tool, ladies? Mine's Mark. He's a tool. No.
Oh.
Has to be my scan and cut.
Scan and cut.
Yeah.
But also Debbie told me about this, which is the scrapey thing for your.
Oh yeah, well that comes.
So I didn't know about this. This scrapes the cut files off your mat without them tearing.
It's I thought it was an ice cream. No.
Yeah, ice cream scoop.
Yeah.
And so I kept peeling my cut files off, and they were tearing and then Debbie said, "Oh no, you need one of these," and it's just been the best thing. That and this you know, one of these when you get your die cuts.
Oh, amazing! I've got one of those for dies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So mine, really apart from the scan and cut, is this.
Oh, blending ink.
A blending brush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can't blend. Faye is absolutely amazing at blending with the Tim Holtz tool, and I never ever got the hang of it. But now that I can use these, I can blend inks.
Brilliant.
But I still can't use the other tool. It doesn't look great.
Great question from Trish. Is there anyone in the crafting community that inspires you, and not each other?
Oh, loads of people.
Oh, so many
Evans,
people.
Vicky Bootin. I mean,
Cal Summers.
Yeah. Oh, well, of course.
I joined in with the live, Cal, that you did on our group, and I was at speed, and it was like, God,
I was seriously impressed, and it was a beautiful piece of work that was. I have to say. And
my friend Cheryl said, you do realise you can watch that back several times. I was trying to keep up.
Have fun. Challenge yourself.
It's so hard to keep up. I've tried, but I just lost. Once you lose a little bit, it's like, oh no, I can't. You can't pick up again, can you?
I also we're thinking about what inspires you. I think that's what I missed about the face-to-face crop. So when we have our events, you go around, you wander around each table, you peer over somebody's shoulder. By the time you come back to the table, you've got a shopping list of about 10 things that you want because you've gone, oh, that's lovely. Oh, I need one of those. And I just think you get inspired by crafting with people, or if you get stuck, you say, oh, Debbie was talking about, as she calls it, clusterage, how to clusterage all your embellishments and make them all look. Now? Clusterage, isn't it, Debbie?
Clusterage. It's the clusterage.
Is that a Debbie word?
Debbie word. Oh,
I've had intensive training.
He says, how do you do those clusterages? You're good at those clusterages.
Can you spell it?
No idea.
It's just for an age on the end. A clusterage.
Right, you've done it now, because that's what I'm going to call it.
Clusterage. There we go. So then you can ask advice, and then when you're adding too many things, your friend next to you says, Faye, you need to stop now.
Is that too much?
Is that too much? This is my last one that I did on the live that was too much. I'm like, oh, that's much.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
That's a lot of much.
Love it.
It's what I call a bit wacky.
Is the glitter?
No glitter on that one, actually.
Well, it's not finished then.
No, it needed a bit of. I was thinking of adding some stickles. I think at that point we're like, oh no, that's probably enough.
Yeah, it is pretty spectacular just on its own. It has to be said. Wow.
And I like when we do classes, because you can have the same kit and the same instructions and everybody's different, and that's inspiring as well when you see how people have changed things. And people often say, oh, we've changed it, is that okay? And I say, no, I want everybody's to look different. I want everybody's to be personal, and then that gives you ideas about other things that you can do. So I like that too as well.
Yeah.
I like it until I find out that every single one is so much better than anything I could do. And then, but no, it's true. Jules Billingham, who I think, Jules.
She's on our DT.
She's my person at Crop. I go and see what she's doing, and then I just come away with 1,000,001 ideas. And then we've got Julie Bagnall, who I give her a, kit, and I just look at it and I think, oh, why didn't I think of that? But you're right, it is. It's so inspiring seeing how, people just do their own thing. It's fascinating.
Change it up a bit. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Julie says hi, by the way.
Oh, is she here?
Julie B.
Oh, hi, Julie. I was just talking about you. I honestly didn't know you were here.
I was going to say she wasn't here earlier.
So I will see Julie at our Crop on Saturday, so that'll be good. Ladies, is there anything else that I haven't asked you that we want to cover, or anything exciting, or any showbiz gossip, or
showbiz gossip?
I'm just trying to think. No, well, I was doing class the other day and watching the results of the, that trial. So that's the only showbiz gossip I've got, and that's it. Everybody knows the answer.
I don't keep up with showbiz gossip much, unless friends in my WhatsApp group let me know. And there's about 102 messages that I've missed. I'm like,
that sounds about right.
Get that feeling.
Thank you so much for joining me this evening. I need to find out where the camera is. Because I'm looking at you. I'm so grateful for everything. You've been an absolute joy to work with. The cut files for our sub box have been absolutely magnificent, and I know for a fact that will not be the last time that we work together, because they're just amazing and they just make the book for me. It's just so special because of those. We'll put some links in the group so that everybody can come along and join you for your lives and the Crop, and know where to find you with your wonderful shop. And anybody who is getting some cut files, and make sure that you put pictures for us all to see as well. So ladies, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Mark and I are both really grateful. We wish you the very best. Looking forward to coming to see you in August, and best of luck. We'll get
Thank you
so much.
Thanks, Cal.
Thanks, Cal.
Bye.
Oh.
Are you stopping it, or